My name is Yuan Lee. I am a 15-year-old hookup girl, and this is the story of how I almost died meeting a snake man. It was another Saturday evening when my sister's friend, Chidinma, came into our house. She was holding a new iPhone and dressed in expensive new clothes. She came to see my sister, and they started discussing. Talking about how her previous night had gone, she was showing my sister the politicians she met and the luxurious cars and houses she entered. I couldn't stop myself from listening, so I joined them in the conversation and looked at the pictures and videos on her phone. After the conversation continued, she kept on talking about how she made over 90 million naira only on one night and started advising my sister not to be stupid and better follow her to change her life. My sister only smiled, telling her we were more than okay, but she was lying because we weren't living okay. We were raised by a single dad after our mom left us years ago, and after our father married a new wife. He left us also and traveled to another state, leaving me and my elder sister. We survived on my elder sister's monthly 80,000 naira income from the factory where she works. This was barely able to feed us and take care of my schooling. After Chidinma had left, I spoke with my sister inquiring about why she didn't want to follow her friend to those money-making parties, but she only smiled at me, telling me I shouldn't sell my body for short-term pleasure. The new week arrived and I headed to school as usual. After school was over around 2 p.m. The teachers came and sent the people who hadn't paid for extra lessons out, and I was one of them. I angrily walked out of the class and started heading home as fast as possible, because leaving early would be beneficial to me. As I trekked with hunger and munching on my snacks through the streets, I suddenly heard my name. I looked back and saw a black luxurious SUV headed towards me. As it got closer, I saw it was Chidinma inside. She asked me to come inside and asked why I was walking alone. I got into the car and saw the luxury it contained. Chidinma was there sitting with a young man and a driver, and I sat close to Chidinma because I was scared of sitting next to a strange man. I explained everything to her, and she offered me the food she had just got from a restaurant I ate, and when I arrived at the bus stop on my street, the man stretched out an envelope to me and told me that it was for my school and also because I was a beauty. I was skeptical, but Chidinma smiled and put the heavy envelope in my bag. I eagerly went home, and when I arrived I checked it and saw stacks of money inside. I was happy and scared at the same time, and waited for my sister to arrive after she did. I showed her the money and told her what happened, and she seemed angry but happy at the same time. She told me not to trust Chidinma, and she collected the money and counted it. It was 2 million nairas. That night, my sister bought food from a restaurant, which I enjoyed very much, and for the next few weeks, everything felt like heaven in the house cause we had more than enough, and I started getting scared that we would go back to the hungry way we used to live when the money finishes. On a Saturday evening, I decided to go see Chidinma at her place to thank her for the money her friend gave me. As I entered the house, I met the same man who gave me the money. I was scared and my heart jumped in my chest.